This 2 Samuel 13 and 32, just continuing on. And Jonadab, the son of Shemaiah, David's brother, answered and said, let not my lord suppose that they have slain all the young men, the king's sons. For Amnon only is dead, for by the appointment of Absalom, this have been determined from the day that he forced his sister Tamar. All right, so they let David know, basically, Absalom is dead, all right, because, Salakia, Amnon is dead because Absalom, all right, been plotting on his ass since the day that he did that to his sister. All right, so once again, chronicling the story, all right, King David commits adultery. All right, he brings forth a child with the woman that he committed adultery with which is Bathsheba. All right, the child dies after 7 days. Amnon, his son, rapes his daughter Tamar. Now Absalom, his other son, kills Amnon because of that act. So your daughter, your son Amnon has raped your daughter, which is vexing. You know what I'm saying? Now your son Absalom killed your son Amnon, which is vexing. And all King David is getting is bad news, man, because of that wicked act. This is a part of the Most High bringing King David to humility for the wickedness that he has committed. And once again, correlating it to us, the Israelites, Negro, Latino, Native, Seminole, Indian, this is why we have been brought to humility, because of the wicked acts that we have committed. This is the explanation of slavery. You niggas out there, slavery, and it's a big deal, which it is a big deal, Salakia, but you don't want to accept the fact that you played a role in getting there. You Native Americans want to cry, you so-called Native Americans and Seminole Indians, you want to cry, bitch, and complain about you getting your land stolen and being on reservations, but you don't want to acknowledge the part that you played in it. You Latin tribes, you don't want to acknowledge the fact that the reason that the conquistadors and the Spaniards came over here and started beating the shit out of you and, and taking your shit, you don't want to acknowledge your role in that. So you have no humility. But the men of the Lord, the hopeful elect, we have that humility. We know that our acts have brought forth this evil upon us, just like the acts of King David brought forth that evil upon him. And Absalom, because I'm not going to get into the whole account, but Absalom, the son that killed Amnon, he actually went on to pursue David, try to kill King David. This all happened because of the act that David did. He tried to kill King David, talking shit. You know what I'm saying? He was having sex with his concubines, all on the roof. He had a little tent they built for him all on the roof, popping his women, which actually goes back to 2 Samuel 12 and 11. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Awashai, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thy own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes and give them unto thy neighbor. So the same way King David was popping Uriah's wife Bathsheba is the same way Absalom started popping his concubines, man. The Most High cold with it. You know what I'm saying? Brought that evil upon him out of his own house, man, because of his transgressions. Same way that our transgressions has all this evil around us, man. That's the same reason all these demons is tormenting us in this America, man. Everybody that's not in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is your enemy. These demons just there to fuck with you and torment you, man. But with the humility comes the realization of the fact that, damn, this happened at our own hands. Not that we in control of anything, but the Most High punishing us for this shit, man. Punishing us for our transgressions. All right. But I'm going to hop to 2 Samuel 16. All right. and 5. All right. Now this is when David shows the humility for what he has done. You know what I mean? 2 Samuel 16 and 5. And when King David came to Baharim, behold, thence came out a man of the family of the house of Saul, whose name was Shemaiah, the son of Gera. He came forth and cursed still as he came. He started putting curses on King David, talking all kind of shit to him, man. You know what I'm saying? It says, and he cast stones at David. He started throwing stones, try to stone him, man. You feel me? So once again, chronicling the story, all right, King David commits adultery with Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah. The baby that comes forth from that gets put to death. His son Amnon rapes his daughter Tamar. In turn, Absalom, his other son, kills Amnon, and Absalom is after King David. He wants his head. Once again, he having sex with his concubines for all Israel to see. You know what I'm saying? He in pursuit of King David. Imagine running from your own goddamn son, man. Your own child, man. He trying to put you to damn death, man. But that's the evil that was brought upon him from Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. All right. But it says, and he cast stones at David and at all the servants of King David. So he was at the mighty man that was rolling with David. He was throwing stones, cursing them, talking shit, you know. And all the people and all the mighty men were on his right hand and on his left. And thus said Shemaiah when he cursed, come out, thou bloody man, and thou man of Belial. All right. And David knew this was the spirit of the Most High. You know what I mean? It says, and this is still Shemaiah talking, the Lord hath returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose stead thou hast reigned. And the Lord hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom thy son. And behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. Thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. Because of what he did to Uriah. You got taken in that mischief, man. All right. Now, a carnal motherfucker, you know, Shalaki, excuse my language, but a carnal man, all right, would start bucking up at that. You know what I mean? You throwing, come on, man. I'm going through all this hell, man. You throwing rocks at me and shit, man. You know? You cursing me out in front of all my mighty men. Come on, man. All the Israel, man. Mighty men would have proverbially pulled the trigger on him. You know what I'm saying? But David was in the spirit. All right. I'm going to keep going. Then said Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over there. Let me go over and pray thee and take off his head. So one of the mighty men, all right, Abishai, he said, look, man, ain't no reason, speaking to King David, ain't no reason Shemaiah should be talking to you like that, man. Let me go just going over there and put him to death, man. Which, you know, basically like, what the fuck is wrong with him? You don't want to be wilding out like that. What's wrong with him? All right, but let's see what King David said to that, man. All right. It says, and the king said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Jeruiah? So let him curse, because the Lord hath said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? So King David was in the spirit. He knew, hey, man, this happening to me because of my wicked, you know, act, man. All right, all through the whole chronicle of the story, man. Everything that's happening is because of what I did. And that's humility. Because King David was rolling with his men, his mighty men, deep, you know. King David could have easily said, you know, look, man, go kill that motherfucker, man. You know. Now we know, you know, you know, King David was on his deathbed, man. He actually told King Solomon, who was going to raise up in his stead, you know, man, don't forget about Shemaiah. You know, that's another story, though. But Shemaiah, you know, eventually got his. All right, but in this moment, all right, King David, all right, basically said, look, man, I got to take this, man. I got to just go through this because I have sinned against the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. And that's the same way we walk. Through the Spirit. I just gotta go through this. The Lord is over justified to put brothers through tribulation, man. Because we all fall short we don't fell short of his glory, man. You know, in this flesh, on this side, we can't be what he wants us to be. All right, a man that's truly in the spirit, you never go against the Lord maliciously. You know what I'm saying? It's just sometimes, demons jump on you, man. You know, you may commit a wicked act, but after you commit that wicked act, don't bitch up and complain about it. You know, be like King David with all humility. This is what's happening to me because I went against the Lord. It's the king, man. It's King David. They had that humility, man. Look, man, I just got to go through it. Once again, he could have pulled the trigger on Shemaiah, man. Said, yeah, man, go bring me his head, like a king say, bring me his head. But no, man, let him go off and not go off in that sense, but let him go ahead and talk, what he got to talk, man, because I've earned this. We've all earned tribulation. We've earned rough times. We've earned that shit in this flesh. So when you going through something like that, know you earn that shit. It's the king of Israel. How much more you? You earn that. So take it with all humility like King David did in this account. All right. I'm going to continue on. 2 Samuel 16:12. It may be that the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, will look on mine affliction, and that the Lord will require me good for his cursing this day. So if I take this cursing that this man is giving me, man, and show all humility, maybe the Lord will have mercy on me. And that's how we got to be in this thing. Take that shit that, that you get from Yahweh Shem Shai. Take that hell. Because when you honest with yourself, you know you deserve it, man. Just like King David knew, I deserve this shit. I got my man right here, ready to put him to death. No, I deserve this shit that's going on for the wicked act that I've committed. Through all the hell that I caught. Once again, just chronicling the story, And I urge brothers who haven't read this story to read it. All right, he commits adultery with Bathsheba, the wife of Uriah, the son that he brings forth. Well, I don't know if it was a son or a daughter, Salakia, but the child that is brought forth gets killed in 7 days. Amnon, his son, rapes his daughter, Tamar. In turn, Absalom kills Amnon, you know what I'm saying, for that act of rape that he committed against his sister. Then Absalom go on a goddamn warpath to try to take David the hell out, man. Then you got Shemaiah cursing you in front of everybody. King David ain't tripped. He knew, look, man, I earned this shit right here, and I'm just going to take it and wait for the Lord to have mercy on me. And that's the spirit that we all got to be in. I'm going to take this shit that I'm going through right now and just wait for the Lord to have mercy on me if it's within his will. You know what I mean? So I hope that video was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.